car's not a complete write-off, so the kids' college fund should be intact. I think it was a win, man. It's awesome.
Is this going to make you come back and race something else, or try to come back and race it?
No, this has exceeded all my expectations as far as result. These are the best drivers in the world. I'm not a great rear-wheel driver. I'm not a great pavement driver. Restriction lane racing is a little different. We had a great team in this Toyota 23-7, or 2311 team, and it was an honor to be on the track with these guys. It was amazing that we were able to put it in the top 20. I'm proud of everyone involved, and so thankful to be here.
So one and done.
One and done. If Cody from Nice Motorsports calls me up and Al and says, hey, what are you doing this weekend? And they got a truck available, I'll jump in. But I'm not good enough to be the best at this sport with my skill set. And the amount of time that it would take right now, I'm trying to slow down. The reason I'm here is because I felt like this is the best I've ever been as a driver. We've been winning championships on the dirt, and just wanted to experience the whole Daytona Speedweeks.
Was it an emotional day?
What's going on? It's tough just because you can't really see what's going on in front of you. So when the two cars in front of you connect, they really take off quick. But when you're pushing them, you're worried about doing what I had happen to me, where you kind of spin the guy in front of you. So my car had been pretty tight even off the four. So I was super surprised that it got as loose as it did. We've been a little loose on the top. We were all the way up on the top. Just disappointing.
Being in position to score a top 10 tonight on that final restart, what was going through your mind before the green flag flew?
It's funny. Like I know how to drive a car, so that was it. Just drive. No expectations. Let's see how far we can get up. I really was hoping I could give my teammate a little bit more help, and once he locked on the bumper of whoever was in front of him, and I wasn't on his bumper, I kind of left him out there. So that was disappointing, but still made a pretty good run coming across the white flag. And when that top started going, I thought, shoot, we might be top 5 here.
Was it an emotional day? More emotional than other races that you've done, big events that you've done?
As excited as I am right now, I might sleep for the next week. I am mentally and physically completely drained. Even the truck race, I ran a heart rate. I was 170 in the 3 wide pack. That's, I don't know anyone. 182 was my high. That's just on adrenaline. So anyone that says NASCAR is boring, they're full of crap. They definitely haven't been in a car. It is one of the most exciting things I've ever done.
Was there anything that was...
Yeah, no, Ricky was the one that kind of took me under his wing at Roush when we were there together. He's just awesome. He's on the dirt track. We've ridden 4-wheelers and everything, and awesome to see him get the win. I know I hit him pretty hard when he was checking up earlier. He hit the car in front of him, so it was good. Ricky being a phenomenal driver, dirt and pavement. When I hit him, he stayed perfectly straight. So that was interesting when whoever got into me, wasn't quite able to hang on.
Was there anything that surprised you more than you expected out there throughout the whole race?
Yeah, how good everyone was at. They could pick someone they didn't want in that. That was how do you lose the draft? And when everyone's playing nice, you can just suck up right up on there, no problem. And then all of a sudden, a couple cars will go from behind you, and the guy will side draft you and pull out real hard, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, were those the other cars? Where did the field go? So the first half of the race, first 6 laps, I was like, oh, cool, this is great, this is fun, I got a great car. And then I realized that they all want everyone that they can to be a lap down. And from that point on, no friends, and let's go. Although I do have to say, Riley Herbst, it was pretty cool to, just kind of, his whole family looked up to those guys a lot, being kind of off-road background. I was with him the entire weekend. I was behind him, and we actually hooked up, and then we caught the 23, and we caught all the way back up to that lead pack at the end. And I just thought that was really cool, just to to be able to kind of hang with him.
What's one moment you look back on throughout this whole process?
This was one of the greatest, if not the greatest, weeks or couple weeks of my life. Just coming here, even go down to Volusia, just hanging out, camping with Crafton and Arpin and all the fans that came down there, and just realizing there was 3 guys that did the Clash that flew the red eye. I flew the red eye from Canada. We were in Calgary doing a race, and these guys just love to drive. And these girls, it's cool to see the Deegans out here. The Blocks came to watch me try to qualify. I've got all my friends and family here, and hell, we got a 14th at the Daytona 500. Awesome. Finished on the lead lap. That's great.
11. Yeah, they changed it to 11. Even better.
Hey, I did better in the Daytona 500 than I did in the trucks. There you go. It was funny. I qualified 25th in both and finished 13th and 12th. So, God, this is when I was a lap down and almost about to go 2 laps down, and we were out. Like that was really, I was sad. Like that made me really feel like we weren't going to accomplish just the goal of being in the mix. So from then to the end, when my team never gave up on me, and you know it was cool when Bubba, I had my spotter asked him like, "Do you want me behind you or do you want somebody else?" Like I'm right behind you. I got the option. He said, "You get behind me and you push," and that's where we wanted to be as a team. Unfortunately, it didn't work out the way that everyone hoped as far as 2011 guys, but it was cool.
Which racing would you consider more fun, the trucks or the Cup Series?
So the Cup car, it's a race car. It's really planted, but when it gets away from you, it gets away from you fast, as I found out here. Where the trucks, you're always kind of sliding. So the trucks are they're harder to keep in a straight line, but they're easier not to spin. I was really shocked when that happened. It stepped out quickly. Where the trucks, I felt like I was kind of in my happy place, just sliding all around. So
Now, Travis, you had finished Daytona 500 well. How about Talladega, man?
no, look, this was beyond any expectation, any of my wildest dreams. The Toyota 2311 team, they gave me a car that could have won the Daytona 500, and I am forever thankful that Denny and Bubba and everybody trusted me to get in there. And it's 2 corners from the end, but we were close to having a good finish for all of us.
Is this something you'd like to do?